Hi, my name is Alex Kravitz, and I'm your Disability Access Coordinator, or the DAC. My email is dac@bsc.coop, or dac@bsc.coop. If you have any questions regarding disabilities, whether you have a visible or non-visible disability, or if you don't and are just curious, please do email me. I will be coming around to houses councils every so often to introduce myself, let you all know that I'm here as a resource for you. I'm part of the member resources team. So if you have a disability of any sort, or are a manager and are dealing with someone with a disability and don't know what to do, then please do email me, come talk with me, and I know a considerable amount about the subject. I'm a member of the Disabled Students Program at UC Berkeley, and I can help you get resources and can also help with any sort of member who has any sort of request regarding that. Since room, board, and work shift are the primary concerns of every member of the BSC, they're also my primary concerns with regard to disabilities, though. So, firstly, if you need an ADA accessible room, then make sure that your managers know that, and you will get one. And you probably already would have mentioned that in the application process. If you have a non-visible disability and it is one that you think you need a single room for, every house has one single reserved for someone with a non-visible disability. So you should email me and inform your managers also. You have to fill out a form, disability intake form, that then I, as a disability access coordinator, will know to just keep track of what happened to make sure that you got the room that you needed. You have to be part of the Disabled Students Program at UC Berkeley or the comparable program at the Peralta Community Colleges, or if you attend another college, whichever college that is. So you need certification from them or from a doctor to get the disability single, and it can also be done completely confidentially. You should be able to trust your house managers and your work shift managers, I'll get to work shift in a moment, with the information about you being disabled. However, if you absolutely don't feel comfortable sharing it, then I'm also a resource and I'm entirely confidential. Your house managers and work shift managers have received training in disability-related areas and will not break any sort of confidentiality if you don't want them to. And unless you say, do tell other people, it's assumed that you'd like it to be kept confidential. With regard to work shift, you are allowed to have reduced work shift hours if you so need. Or first of all, when you fill out your work shift preference forms and you have some sort of documented disability, if you say that to your work shift manager, then you will get your higher up choice on your preference, because the work shift managers have to guarantee giving preference to someone with a disability so that you don't wind up in a shift that you physically can't do. You can also get reduced work shift hours down to 3, which is the minimum amount of hours that you can have instead of 5. So if you feel you require that because of your school or commitments outside of the co-ops, talk with your work shift manager about that. Email me about it. If the work shift manager has any questions, your work shift manager will probably email me anyway. Just remember that you're living in a home, not like some sort of labor camp. So work shift is a very important part of life here in the Berkeley Student Cooperative, but it shouldn't be like dragging you down in any way. If for whatever reason, whether it's a visible or non-visible disability, you can't meet the 5-hour-a-week expectation, or you are having shifts that are just too difficult for you, talk with your work shift manager about it, and talk with me about it if you don't feel that your work shift manager was forthcoming in accommodating you. Or you can just talk to me from the beginning if you prefer. Another thing to remember is with regard to food. You're paying to live here, so if you have some sort of dietary need, regardless of whether that is by choice or by necessity, if you have a dietary need, talk with your food manager and make sure that that dietary need will be met, not just in terms of what's stocked in the kitchen, but also at house dinners. If your house has dinners at any point, there should be a vegan option, and if you have something else like a peanut allergy, that's very important. It would be necessary to make sure that the food manager knows about that as soon as possible. So remember that you are living in a microcosmic democracy. It's a semi-autonomous self-governing body, the Berkeley Student Cooperative, and you are a member of this group, and you have certain rights and responsibilities as are outlined in your contract, and we at the Member Resources team are here to help you. We're all students. The vast majority of the BSC is completely run by students, and it was all set up by previous students like us who for some reason felt that a Member Resources staff was necessary. So please do utilize our services, because we're here for you. Alright, I'm Alex Kravitz.